Hey everyone, for those of you who have already been to my channel before, welcome back. To those of you who are new, hey there, nice of you to drop by. So this is a video that's very different for me from what I've normally done. This is the first time I'm doing a video like this. So this is a manga organization video. This is the first time I've done something like this. So please go easy on me. I'd love to hear your input, your feedback. It would really help me out how to improve this moving further ahead. Now, before we get into the bulk of the video, please, if you haven't done so already, please take some time, smash that like button, hit that beautiful red subscribe button, become a subscriber to my channel, and please don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you're notified every time I post something new. So like I said, this is really new for me. So why don't we have a chill, laid back time organizing some manga? Why don't you grab a drink, a tea or coffee or a beverage of your choice, or maybe some snacks, and let's have a fun time organizing some manga. Let's get down to it. Okay, so this is the current setup I'm working with. As you can see, I have curtains on there to protect my manga. This is currently what I've got, the stuff that I've already read. I've got my Funko Pops up top there. So this is my current shelving system. It's part of my desk setup. It's not the most aesthetically pleasing, but I manage with what I've got. So moving over, this is my new shelving system. I had just recently made. So as you can see, there's sufficient space for double stacking manga. Got all the way to the bottom here. The height is very high, and it's got these little risers here. These little risers, so that I can double stack my manga. Possibly, if possible, I can triple stack it as well. So this is my new shelving setup. I need to move all my stuff from here over up to here. Now I've already got two of my box sets up top, my Bleach and my Tokyo Ghoul box sets, because right now they are not a priority for reading. So right now I think I'm going to be able to stack up only, I think, 2 shelves of this, even if I double stack. I'm going to leave the bottom shelves empty with space to grow moving further on ahead. So yeah, this is my first organization video. So wow, I really hope it goes well. My plan right now is to move all these manga over there up to the new shelving unit, and have I think all the TBR and the not read stuff, that stuff which I haven't read yet and which I'm planning to read, in order of priority over here, and the stuff that I've already read, I'm going to be moving up here. So yeah, that's the plan for now. It'll be change. I guess it'll change as it goes. Heads up, I always order my manga alphabetically, as you can see, so I'm going to maintain that. I see a lot of beautifully aesthetic stuff, particularly with manga color coded, and where it's even the height is even and stuff, but right now I find it easier to use the alphabetical order, so that's what I'm going to stick to. So yeah, let's move on to the organization. So I wanted to give you a close-up of one shelf. Now as you can see, this has got a riser up, and this riser is removable, so I can remove it in case I want to just have one row, a single stack, or I want to double stack and I don't want to use the riser. So the riser is removable, but the riser is only there for the middle 3 shelves. That's this shelf and the one below it. So yeah, I didn't want to put risers for the bottommost shelf and the topmost shelf. So yeah, that's a quick overview of it. So first off, I'm beginning by removing all the knickknacks that I have on my shelves. Then I'm moving over to removing the books. Now just a heads up, like I said, I do organize everything according to alphabetical order. I know a lot of people do it according to publishers and stuff. Maybe I'll try that out later in another organization video, but for now this suits me the most. Also, if the title begins with a number or punctuation or any other symbol as such, I place that before I begin the alphabetical order. So for example, if I have 20th Century Boys, which I don't have in this clip because I haven't read any of my 20th Century Boys yet. I've still not got volumes 1 and 2 of the perfect edition, so I'm waiting for those to come in before I read those. I have heard it's a very bingeable series, but anyway, I digress. I place the like if it begins with a number, I would technically place that before the alphabetical ordered stuff. So that's just a heads up. Also, I consider articles such as a and the. I don't take them into consideration. Like for example, the Promised Neverland. I classify that under P for Promised Neverland. I don't consider the as such. However, for other words such as these, that, those I classify under T. So that's just a heads up of how I organize stuff. But that's just a personal preference of mine. So that's the first row of the old shelf done, and I'm starting off with the second row. So we're starting off with Jujutsu Kaisen there. Now I gotta straight off tell you guys, this is my first time doing a voiceover. It took me some time to iron out all the wrinkles, but I got there. So if this sounds, subpar by any way, please forgive me. Like I said, this is very much my first time. Oops, Spy Family fell there. So this is very much my first time doing something like this. So please guys, cut me some slack. Now you've got, we're moving on to the next section. We remove Kakashi from there. And a couple of my other knickknacks. Now straight off there, we've got Tomo-chan as a girl, which was a very surprising read for me. I really enjoyed it and I would definitely recommend. Oops, some more books decide to fall. Yeah. Sorry for the dusty state of my shelves. I don't know why, but where I live, even despite keeping everything closed, all the windows and stuff closed, there's a lot of dust accumulation. So I need to keep wiping very regularly. And here's me wiping, giving a quick dusting to the surfaces. But yeah, I do have that problem, which seems to be a big problem where I live, which happens to be, Chennai, India. So that is a problem I tackle with. It gets really irritating at times, but yeah, you gotta survive with what you have. So I'm moving my Yona of the Dawn collection now. I'm a bit stuck because I think it's volume 14 that I'm having a terrible time finding, but I do want to get ahead. Like I've got a lot of the earlier volumes, and we've got a Silent Voice box set there. If you can see, volume 3 is missing, I believe, because currently at the time of recording this, I'm reading that. So we're starting with the new shelves now. Straight off, as you can see, I'm having a bit of trouble reaching all the way in because the shelves are pretty deep, and with the camera angle and with how I was, my positioning and stuff, I was having a tough time reaching all the way to the back. So yeah, that's just a note. Sorry guys if you hear some noises in the background right now, because like I said, mentioned before in some of my videos, I just became a doggy mommy and my little girl is busy chewing and playing with her toys, so she tends to get noisy. She's in her teething phase, but oh sorry, I don't want to get carried away. So yeah, on with the organization. So I'm putting in my Bleach omnibuses. I have got the third Bleach box set, as you saw in one of my previous clips, Blue Flag. Now this is another series that currently I have to put a halt on because I'm missing one of the volumes right in the middle. And as you can see, I try to squeeze in Death Note here, but the height is just not working right now. So I try out different settings and setups and stuff. So it's a whole lot of trial and error for me right now. Oh, and by the way, generally when I'm organizing, I love to have music going on in the background. It's sort of therapeutic in a way for me. I like working that way. Generally, whenever I work, I like to have some background music. But as obvious, I can't play that music because it's I could get copyrighted or something like that. So yeah. So yeah, I managed to fit in Death Note, though horizontally. These are the black editions and they are just a supreme way to collect the Death Note series, though I have always repeatedly said that I am partial to the original singles covers. But the feel of the quality of these books is amazing. Now the next one is Demon Love Spell. Now this is one of the earlier ones I bought, but it isn't complete because I'm missing volume 6 or 7, I don't know. It's really hard to find for a decent price. And Eden Zero, as most of you know, if you've been visiting my channel for any period of time, you know I'm a big Mishima fan. So we've got Eden Zero and Fairy Tail, and of course my personal guilty pleasure, Fire Force. Now I had trouble organizing the Fire Force volumes. I didn't know how I wanted them to look. I was at some point thinking that I would display a certain cover. I realized I had more volumes of Fairy Tail, so that's me putting it in. So as you can see, for some time I do struggle with the layout, particularly with Fire Force. And finally I'm coming up with something that I find acceptable in my book. Look at me struggling there. Now, like I said, I do like displaying the covers of certain volumes, and this character Vulcan is one of my favorite characters. I just think he looks really cute. I mean, he looks really cool, I should say. Kind of the rocker vibe going on there. And if those who know me personally, I'm an old school punk rock fan. So yeah, I thought it would be pretty apt to put Vulcan on the cover. Previously, when one of my earlier arrangements in my older shelves, I did have Vulcan also displayed straight up in the right in front. I like the setup where I get to show a few of the volume covers, and so yeah, this is what I settled for finally. Now moving on to the next row, I've got my Fruits Basket collection. I've read only till volumes 4 up till now. I'm having a tough time finding volume 6 for a decent price. That's why I've put it on a hold. Golden Kamui also, though personally I enjoyed the series, it is on a hold. I've got other series that I'm more interested in reading, like for example JJK, that I am arranging here right now. I'm so hyped for the new movie which is coming. I do hope they show it here in India in theaters, but we're having a tough time now, so I don't know, seeing the current situation, how it's going to be, but I can't wait for it. It looks awesome. And another personal favorite, Noragami. I can't stop singing the praises of Noragami. Now we've got a solitary omnibus volume of One Piece. One Piece it's a pretty big commitment for me right now, which I do not want to get into. I do have a few of the omnibuses, but it's not in a priority in my reading list. Now those 2 volumes of Tokyo Ghoul, I know I have the Tokyo Ghoul box set, but these 2 volumes I got early on at a second-hand bookstore near my place, which was a really amazing find. So that's why I have those 2 solitary volumes. I got those way before I got my box set. And of course we have the Goat Saga, Vinland Saga. Can't sing its praises enough. It's an amazing seinen series you should get into. Wotakoi, a personal surprise read for me. I really didn't think I'd enjoy it the way I did. Now I've got the final shelf. This shelf is going to be pretty short because it's just going to have my Yona of the Dawn and Waiting for Spring. So obviously the shelf is not going to get filled up completely. But I thought I'd put the volumes that I do have up on display right now. It's one of the lower shelves, and I'm a little worried that my little girl, Windry, my little Pooch Windry, she's in her teething phase right now, and she loves to chew on stuff. She absolutely wrecked my volume 4 or was it volume 5 of Spy Family. Okay, so now that we're done with this shelf, I'm going to move on to the next shelf. So yeah, I've cleared out these shelves and I've moved all the stuff from that to the other shelves there. So now I want to fill up these shelves mainly with these boxes here that I've got, like these small little cloth boxes that I've got. These are the stuff that I haven't read yet and that are on my TBR. So I'm planning to put them up on these shelves. Now how I'm going to do it is, I think I'll move that for my most the TBR, my TBR with the highest priority, and then the rest I'm going to arrange alphabetically. So whenever I'm taking stuff out, I'll be taking it from that one, and then moving accordingly stuff to that based on importance. So that's the plan for right now. I don't think it's going to change, but let's see. Sometimes you just got to wing it, Okay, so as you can see, I have sorted out my manga alphabetically, so it'll just be easier for me to, just put it up on the shelves. So yeah, now let's start arranging these babies. So we begin with the first row of the old shelves. This is the first section of the first row, and this is the prioritized TBR. So this is just me arranging it. There's no order, rhyme or reason way I'm arranging it, but I did think towards the end that I should order it according to size. This is not in any order of priority, it's just how and when I feel like it. The Witch and the Beast Volume 3. Now I have read the first 2 volumes and I thought it was pretty surprising. It was really interesting. More on that on my reading log, which will come on soon ahead. Death Note, as you can see, there's a small little bookmark because I've already started reading that. So yeah. Definitely also keen on reading Blade of the Immortal. Really excited about that. And of course, Vinland Saga, the latest volume that I have, I think it's volume 4. And of course, Wotakoi, Love is Hard for Otaku, Volume 2, the omnibus editions. Wotakoi was a very pleasant surprise for me, if I do say so myself. I didn't expect to like it as much as I did. So now that we're done with the prioritized TBR, I'm starting off with the next row, starting off with 20th Century Boys Volume, the Perfect Editions, Volumes 3 and 4, giving it a quick clean there. Yeah. Don't mind the dusty state of my shelves. Yeah. So that's 20th Century Boys Volume 3 and 4 of the Perfect Edition. Beastars Volume 4 and 5. I'm having a tough time getting Volume 6 and 7 for decent price. Black Clover was a recommendation by one of y'all, and I am interested in getting into it. Next to it are the Bleach Omnibus Edition volumes that I have yet to read. And of course, Blue Flag. I am missing volume 6 right now. So that's why it's a bit on the whole and it's not very much on my priority list. Chainsaw Man volumes 3 and 6, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, volumes 3 and 6. That's all I have of it right now. And one lone volume of Demon Love Spell. It's a 6-volume series and I'm currently missing volume 6. I'm just not able to get it. Moving on to the next section, I'm starting off by arranging my Fire Force volumes. I am missing volume 19. I jumped on volume 20 because I got it at a good price. So yeah, that's Fire Force, a personal guilty pleasure. Fruits Baskets, I've got volumes 5, 9 and 11 that are coming up. It does have amazingly cool beautiful looking pastel rainbow spines, but these 3 volumes, for some reason, all seem to have the same spines. One lone volume of LDK. I do plan on continuing that. Noragami's volume 20 and 22. I do believe volume 23 is out. One Piece, like I said, I have a commitment issue with One Piece because it's just way too long. It's not high on my priority list, but I do plan on reading it sometime in the future, near future preferably. The Promised Neverland. Now this is one that I read a few volumes and I just dropped it. I don't know why. It just did not strike with me. So I do plan on reading. I do plan on picking it up again sometime, maybe in the future, but not right now. For the time being, I've organized QQ Sweeper here, but if as you see further on, I will be moving it to the next shelf. Speaking of the next shelf, we start off with Sweat and Soap. I am missing volume 5 of the series, which is why I have put it on a hold. Like I said, I moved QQ Sweeper down and Queen's Quality Volume 1 down to before Sweat and Soap. And we've got volume 6, the latest volume of Spy Family that's currently out. Those Not So Sweet Boys, volumes 3 and 4. I have read volumes 1 and 2. I'm waiting for more of the series before reading Toilet Bound Hana-Cocoon. Now, I was very hesitant on Toilet Bound Hana-Cocoon, mainly because it had the word toilet right at the beginning. And of course, 2 volumes of Yona of the Dawn. I do plan to get more of those. Okay, so this is my TBR shelf all done. As you can see, there are still 2 shelves there that can be filled up with more stuff, but I don't want to stockpile too much on my TBR. So how I've done it, like I said before, I'll give you a quick rundown again. Here is the stuff I have on highest priority. Currently it's not arranged according to any order or such, just how and when, which mood I feel I'm in on that particular day when I'm reading. So that's the shelf with the highest priority TBR. The rest of my TBR is all alphabetically. I have arranged it so that the numbers come first, followed by the alphabetical order in which they are arranged in. So I have more space to grow. So this is my TBR shelf. If any overflow happens to come from the main shelves that is here, I can move it on over here. So that's the plan for now. I gotta say, I don't like how these empty shelves are looking. I'll probably fill them up with something. My collection is still very much, I have repeatedly said, in the nascent stages. So I do not have much, but I do hope to grow it further moving on ahead. So this is me just putting up a few knickknacks here and there on my TBR shelves, a few small figurines. There's a Hulk Buster there. So just a few random things. You've got a Captain America and a Gamora figurine, and that Scarlet Witch figurine is a really old one, and it has sentimental value because it was gifted to me by my mom. It was one of the very early ones that I ever bought when one of early things I ever got. I'm putting also including an Avengers keychain that I got at Comic Con one year. So yeah, that's the thing. There's a Star Trek keychain also. My parents are all they started me off on Star Trek very early on when I was very, very young. I used to watch reruns of the old one with Kirk, with William Shatner as Captain Kirk. So yeah, it has a special place in my heart. Putting up a small trophy that I won at school during my school days there. Also placing a Hulk button badge. Okay, so that's how my shelves look with my knickknacks on. I maintain the same placement for most of the stuff. I tried to put as less stuff on my prioritized TBR shelf right over there. I just put one Avengers keychain there. So that's it. As you can see, I'm a bit of an Avengers fan, so MCU fan to be precise. Do want to get into comics. So yeah, so this is the finished off shelf. Definitely space for more improvement, which I hope I will be able to do this year. So this is my shelf without any decor in it, looking pretty plain right now, but I'm gonna try and spruce it up with a few knickknacks here and there. I hope it turns out good. So I'm transitioning in 3, 2, 1. I'm starting off with placing some fake plants, fake succulents and cacti. So I'm just winging it here, trying out different placements and different arrangements. That's a moon lamp that I've had in my possession. I have a thing for lightings, different types of lightings. I really like playing around with them. And I've got a little figure of Kakashi here. I don't have very expensive figures. Most of my figures are all Banpresto figures. I think I have only 2 from Naruto, that is Kakashi and Sasuke. As you'll see further on, yeah, there's Sasuke. I'm sorry if I'm butchering his name. Adding a little, some fake greenery here. I have to admit, I have a bit of a brown thumb. That's basically why I'm using all fake plants in my decor, because I've tried multiple times, trust me, to grow plants, and it just does not work. They end up dying and I feel so bad. My mom, on the other hand, wow, she's really good at taking care of plants. She's got a garden that she loves to potter around in. So yeah, just arranging things here and there, checking out different positions, different places. I love doing this sort of stuff. It's really therapeutic for me in a way. Got a little TIE fighter there. I am a Star Wars fan, also an MCU fan. As you can see, I'm placing some small figurines there. So this is how it looks right now, with the decor, without any of the decor lights on. I will make sure to give you some b-roll of with the decor on, but this is what I have for now. It's still a work in progress, still very much a work in progress. Got Kakashi there, you've got Sasuke, couple of fake plants, and you've got my Thanos and Ronin small figures. I got those at Comic-Con Mumbai one particular year. So yeah, and we've got a TIE fighter there too. Okay, so here is a shot with all my lights on, looking good if I do say so myself. Originally I had asked, when I had ordered for these little star string lights with battery operated, but unfortunately I couldn't get the battery operated one, so I had to go in for the ones with the plug which you put into the socket. So yeah, that's how it looks with all the lights on, looking pretty good. Like I said, there's always room for improvement and changing things around. Okay guys, so that was my first ever manga organization video. It took me some time to put it together and get all the kinks ironed out, but this is what I got out of it. I'd like to thank some of my commenters, mainly you know who you are, who said you want to see a collection video. Since I don't have as big a collection, I haven't given an in-depth collection video, but if you watch this manga organization, you get kind of an idea of what I've got in my collection right now. So this is totally new territory for me. I don't know how I did. I think I did okay with this video, but I'd love to hear from you guys. Like I said before, if you guys want to contact me, hit me up on my social media. Links are up in the description down below. They are down there below, so do check it out. They are also up on the screen right now. Hit me up on Twitter at mercy_d, on Instagram at mercy_sd, and don't forget to check out the Funny Pajamas Facebook page, simply at Funny Pajamas. And if social media is not your jazz, I'd love to hear from you by email. My email is also currently up on the screen. It's simply mercy@funny-pajamas.com. So I can't hear from you guys. Can't wait to hear from you guys. Sorry. Hearing from one of you guys, your comments, it makes my day. There's always room to grow, and I do hope to grow in my collection, to grow in my content making, and I need your guys' guidance for it. So this community is so accepting, so helpful. Your recommendations they're really good. A lot of the recommendations are really good, so I have enjoyed so far, and I'm so glad to be a part of this community. Thank you so much. I know I must have already said this in one of my videos, but just in case, for those of you who are new, I do wish you a happy new year, wonderful blessings moving on ahead. That's all I have for you right now, so I'm going to end here. This was my first ever manga organization video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Can't wait to hear from you. I will see you in the next one. This is Mercy signing out. Bye for now. See you guys. Have a good one.